Them days they tell the bikers forward, remember?
It's time for Highlands football. Hello again, everybody, and welcome to Golden Rams Stadium for the home opener. It's the Highlands Golden Rams and the Mars Planets. Both of these teams come in at 1-0 in the Greater Allegheny Conference. Along with cameraman Dan and the Dean, Mike Choma. This is Mike Pavlik greeting you from Highlands. Dean, it is the home opener for Highlands, and it's a big one, really, and a big early season ball game.
Yeah, Mike, they bring touchdown Teddy Ruffner to town for Mars. He's accounted for 261 of the team's 313 yards last week in their win against Knock. That's 83% of their offense. He also scored 4 touchdowns. We know where the ball's going. It's going to be our job to stop it. It's going to take gang tackling, everybody to the ball. Somebody's got to get on and get his legs. And I think the key tonight, Mike, is nose tackle number 50, Jeremiah Haas Nelson. If he can tie up 2 offensive linemen, that means our linebackers will be able to swarm. And again, we're going to have to attack them. There's no doubt about it.
We are. Teddy Ruffner had 263 carries a year ago, and in the opening game this year, he had 261 yards on 25 carries against Hampton. That game was won by Mars, of course, 35-13. Although Hampton did give them some fits early in the game, and they moved the ball through the air, so we'll see if that becomes a factor here in this ball game. Speaking of moving the ball through the air, Chandler Timmons had a big game last week as the Rams won their opener for the first time in 4 years against the Knock Knights.
Yeah, Mike, we talk about Ruffner, but we can compare Chandler Timmons to him. He had 261 yards passing, hit 5 different targets in that 39-7 win over Knock. And what I like about our team this year, Mike, is we can also attack on the ground. Again, Brock White had a big game, 93 yards on 11 carries. So either way, by air or by foot, Mars better be prepared for our offense tonight, too.
Now, something we talked about with the scrimmage 2 weeks ago and last week out in Saxonburg was that turnovers were going to be a big thing. And when you have a big game like this, turnovers, special teams, and penalties can be a factor in the game. The Rams did very well in the turnover department last year, not so much in special teams and the penalties.
Yeah, Mike, this little things are going to probably be the difference in this game. And again, we forced 3 turnovers, didn't commit one last week. That was very big. But we had 10 penalties for 80 yards, Mike. We have to clean that up this week. And our special teams, we gave up some decent yardage on kick returns. Teddy Ruffner returns kicks, and tonight we have an injury report. Freshman kicker Cam Regard is injured tonight. He's going to be replaced by senior DJ Loveland. He'll take over for him tonight. And it's going to be key that he gets the ball down there and we get decent coverage on him early on.
We're going to talk about the toss. Before we do, let's tell the folks about Boucher's, and then we want to get into a discussion about what do you do. The Boucher Agency's made some major changes this past year, and now they're even better equipped to handle your home and auto insurance needs. Mel and John at the Boucher Agency are now independent agents. In addition to nationwide, the Bouchers are now working with all the leading companies in the industry to find more ways for you to save on your home and auto insurance. Call your hometown independent insurance agents, the Boucher Agency, 724-224-4300, and choose the coverage that's right for your family. They have evening and Saturday hours for your convenience. Remember, in the AK Valley, you're in good hands with John and Mel on your side under their umbrella or something like that. So, the question, do you want the ball or do you not want the ball? Highlands won the toss. What did they do?
Well, I wanted them to take the ball because I thought, again, don't give Mars the ball, don't give Ruffner a chance.
And Ruffner returns kickoffs, and he's good at it.
And Bill Heasley agreed with me. So did Flo, by the way, from John's agency.
From Progressive.
Yeah,
that's good. I'm glad she did. What about Jamie? Did he have anything to say?
He missing in action.
Yeah, good thing.
But you thought what, Mike?
I thought if you really have the confidence in your defense, and again, this is a Highlands defense now that held Knock to 8 first downs last week and 2.8 yards a carry. So they've allowed 87 points in the last 7 games they've played. If you really have confidence in them, maybe you want to put the ball in their court to start with and say, hey, stop that guy.
Well, we did win the toss, and we did the first. So Coach Girardi wants to put the defense out there first. And again, it's going to be a big challenge here tonight. Teddy Ruffner, Mike, 1,900 yards last year in 5A, 3,000 career yards. This guy is a real deal.
How about Scott Heinauer? 196 wins. He is in his 30th season as the head coach of the Mars Planets. And he's the winningest coach in Butler County history. And that includes some people like Art Bernardi at Butler and guys like that. So he has been a stalwart there since 1992. And I believe he's coached them in 5 different classifications.
I think you're right about that.
And, which is, if you think about it, that is hard to believe. But that's being in 5A as they were a year ago, that's certainly a feather in his cap.
Those Ruffner numbers, Mike. Last year, 1,900 yards, they said he had 9 100-yard-plus games in the 11. He had 2 300-yard-plus games, and he scored 5 touchdowns in 3 different games.
It's pretty amazing. Kickoff brought to you by the Anchor Inn in Natrona Heights. They're open 11 to 8 Monday through Saturday. I understand Bill was there for dinner beforehand. 724-224-9910 for takeout. That's the Anchor Inn on Freeport Road, Natrona Heights. Welcome aboard.
Look what they're doing with their kickoffs, Mike. They're hiding Ruffner.
Well, guess what?
3 guys together.
We know he's back there.
Yes.
They've stacked them. Ruffner's in behind. In the middle, it's number 3. That's Noah Nesselrode, the sophomore. And in front, we have number 1, Jake Wooldridge, and he's a little bit of do everything for them. He's in the middle, and DJ Loveland will kick off for the first time, the senior, and we're underway, and he kicks a good one. It's over Ruffner's head. Teddy got to go back to get it at the 3-yard line. 10, 15,
That's
20,
what you want to see, though.
30,
That's what you
40,
see, Mike.
and there he goes. Nope, that's the tee. And Ruffner's going 97 yards. I'm sorry, 93 yards. He picked it up at the 7-yard line for a Mars touchdown.
Wow, you can't ask for a better kick, Mike. Down to the 3-yard line.
Down to the 3-yard line, and everybody ran past him. Well, the defense never did get a chance to figure out what to do.
Well,
and they are fired up across the way.
Yeah, that'll get you started, that's for sure. And unfortunately, for the Golden Rams, find themselves in a hole, immediately down 6-0.
The kicker's Eli Wright, the junior number 11. The quarterback, Quinn Fuller, will hold it.
He ran 93 yards in 17.
I was hopeful that I saw a flag. It was the tee.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Here's the snap. The ball is on the tee, and it's blocked by Jeremiah Nelson. Got in there and laid out. It's 6-0. Well, we saw that last week on the Highlands side, so a good start on that end of the special teams for Highlands.
Yeah, Mike, those 93 yards don't show up in any rushing stats. Maybe we got them tired.
No, exactly.
Well, talking about B&J Sports is celebrating their 6th decade outfitting our local teams and the great sports fans of the AK Valley. When it comes to all your sporting good needs, look no further than B&J Sports. Glenn Mills and friendly staff provide that personal touch. Customized high school jackets, team uniforms, trophies, plaques, or any other kind of sports equipment. You can't beat the service of B&J Sports. B&J Sports located at 1605 Freeport Road. They're open 9 to 5:30 weekdays and Saturdays until noon. Give Glenn a call at 724-226-2762. 6 decades says it all. B&J Sports. Mike, not a good start, huh?
No. That's about as bad as it can get, actually.
Again, you can't kick it any better.
No, and it gave everybody time to get down there because he had to go pick it up because it was just laying there for a while.
And his momentum was going
backwards.
Away. Yeah.
There was such an enormous hole, you could have run through it.
Oh, boy.
So, well, Eli Wright will kick it off. Let's see if the Rams can answer.
Touchdown Teddy adds 1 to his numbers, Mike.
He does. Elijah Coleman's on the near side of the field, and on the far side is DJ Loveland peering into a bright sunshine right now.
Yeah, he's trying to see through that.
Sun's setting, of course, to the west down to our right. On a beautiful night for football here at Golden Ram Stadium. And here's the kick. It's going to bounce. And, you got to let that go out of bounds. And Loveland takes it at the 10-yard line. He's hemmed in, and he's going to be knocked. Now he's still on his feet. And you just got to let that go out of bounds.
I don't think it was going up, like, the way
it was, yeah. Maybe it died over there. DJ's been doing this for a long time. He knows what he's doing. So Highlands, boy, special teams again. You give up the opening kickoff, and now Wright put a good kick into that corner. He directionally angled it, and the Rams got to start at the 15-yard line.
And if it does die there, Mike, it's a free ball, right?
It sure is.
Yeah, so he had to do something with it, and that's where you got to make those split-second decisions. And Chandler Timmons comes out at the quarterback position with Brock White as the wide receiver, Mike. 0 in the backfield. 5
Timmons is back, and now his receiver's recovered, so he's going to run out of there. Gets up over the 15 to the 18-yard line. As Ben Chismar, the senior linebacker, and also Chris Dvorak, the defensive end, the junior.
We'll go 5 wide, Mike. DJ Loveland will be the 1 wide receiver. receiver number 10, number 3, Elijah Coleman, number 11, Jake Burford, and number 2, Caleb White will be out there. We're going to go the same set, Mike.
Chandler ran for 65 yards a week ago. 61 degrees and partly cloudy at game time. Beautiful night.
Brock's in the tailback.
And they give us to White. And he's got a hole off the left side up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. The hole closed quickly as Dvorak was down there again, the big tall drink of water, knocking Brock off his feet as he gets to the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 3. That'll be 3rd and 6.
Starters for Mars on defense. You mentioned the end, Chris Dvorak, 82, 65. Jordan Moses, the other DN. Tackles are Chase Neselrode and 62, Remy Crawford. Get to the linebackers after this play.
3rd and 4 for Highlands. Loveland, the motion man. And Timmons is back. Timmons gets pushed now. He's going to have to run to the right. We got a marker down.
Yeah, Dvorak got held, Mike.
And he caused all kind of trouble on that series. Did Dvorak, number 82. I keep wanting to call him Jake. You've conditioned me. It's Chris. And
Chris, I got to tell you why I call him Jake, Mike.
We'll see. Are they going to take the penalties declined? It's a 1-yard gain, and the Rams will have to punt. So this is not an optimal start at all.
Why I call him Jake, Mike, is his dad, Jake, Chris Dvorak, number 82. Dad, Jake, played basketball for me at Highlands. Can you believe that?
How about that?
He's out in the California Avenue seats. We'll show him later on. He was a pretty good basketball player. Big kid, just like his son.
Evan Thompson and Jake Wooldridge back to punt. Brock White averaging 25.3. He had one partially deflected a week ago. Tyler Bender's his personal protector, and Tyrus Curl snapping. Good snap to White, and he gets it out of there. And it's a good line drive, and it gets on the ground. Now it's going to bounce backwards and go dead at about the 49-yard line.
Good field position.
It is. Tremendous field position for the Planets. They lead at 6-0, just underway. Hard to see the clock with that sun. 9:33 left of the first quarter.
Jake was a big kid, Mike. Wore number 44. I can't remember what I had for lunch yesterday, but I can remember he wore number 44. And are you ready for this? He used to play with his back to the basket. Nobody does that anymore.
Starting lineups brought to you by Dan Timmons Painting in Natrona Heights. Since 1979, they got you covered for all your commercial and industrial painting needs. To beautify and protect, call Dan Timmons Painting. First down, Planets at the 49-yard line.
See what Ruffner does from the line of scrimmage.
Quinn Fuller, the quarterback, and this is Ruffner coming off the slot this time with a big head of steam up over the 45 and down to the Rams' 43-yard line. Signorella, who's comes up holding his hand, and Coleman make the stop. I watched him on film last week, Ruffner. He reminds me of Steve Pascourse from Hampton days past.
He was a great player.
Big kid, went to Notre Dame and then on to West Virginia.
Mention our defensive line, 52 Joaquin Roman, 50 Jeremiah Nelson, 43 Tyler Bender. The linebackers, 22 Brock White, 53 Kyron Long, 4 Jeremiah Saunders, 55 Tyrus Kerr, number 11 Jake Burford. Secondary, Signorella, Coleman, and Loveland.
Ruffner and Fargo behind Fuller this time, and they give to Ruffner off the left side, and boy, they got some nice blocking there, and Ruffner turns the corner and gets a first down inside the Highlands 30-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds by Nelson. Well, you talk about bringing him down, but when nobody makes contact for 10 yards, it's very difficult, and that's some great blocking by the front of that Mars offense.
And he's being serviced by the quarterback number 2, Quinn Fuller, the other running back at 33, Ben Chismar, and number 9, Anthony Bargo, one wide receiver, number 1, Jake Woolridge.
And he splits wide to the right. First down, Planets at the Rams' 30-yard line. They're going to run a toss to Ruffner. Tries to get out to the right this time. White got a piece of him, but couldn't get him off his feet. Now the Rams get to him and bring him down for a loss back at the 32-yard line. Brock White made that play.
Bender and Saunders on a tackle, but you're right. Brock White strung him outside.
2nd and 8. And boy, you feel, how momentum works. It's a funny thing in early parts of ball games like this. Mars really got to feel they need to take advantage of this because they've had everything go their way so far.
Yep.
So it'll be 2nd down. We'll call it a long 11. Fargo and Ruffner behind Fuller. Play fake. Fuller back. He's in trouble. Steps up. He's going to throw it deep. He's got a man down there, and it is caught by Woolridge. No, it hit the ground. Woolridge did a great sell job, but the official said no, as he was in hand-to-hand combat back there with Landon Signorella. There was all kind of pushing and shoving going on.
Signorella, man, ran with his back to the ball with his hands in the air. Sometimes that gets a call, sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. That's right. Good
Interpretation.
Yep.
So it'll be third down now and 11 yards to go for Mars at the Highlands 31-yard line.
Their offense, Mike left tackle is 72, Matt Debich. Left guard is 62, Remy Crawford. Center is big 78, Chaz Nezelrod. Right guard is 65, Jordan Moser. The right tackle is 75, Jake Ottenweiler.
My guess is they may give it to 36 this time.
And when I mentioned tight end, 82, Chris Dvorak.
Fargo in motion.
Looked like they moved early.
They did.
Yeah.
And that's going to help the Rams here. It's a false start against the Planets. That'll move them back 5.
Fuller, only a junior, Mike.
Our referee tonight, by the way, is Joe Kulik, and he projects his voice very well. We can hear him all the way up here.
The others, Jim Davis, Tyler Bergman, Ron Gregory, Derek Sullivan, and Matt Gergolis.
Tyler Bergman of the NFL officiating Bergman family, and they have had many. I just read about him today from Mike White. So here we go, 3rd and long, 3rd and 13.
I don't know if they're in 4-down
16.
territory, but we'll find out here, hopefully. If we can hold on 3rd.
Fuller's back. He looks. He pumps. He fires. It's intercepted!
Yikes.
It was in the hands of Woolridge, and the Rams took it away as Isaiah Coleman took the football for Highlands. How about that?
Elijah Coleman, Mike, and Signorella had the original coverage. He handed off to Coleman. Coleman done a great job of just wrestling that ball away from the receiver. First turnover of the game.
First Highlands interception of the season, and they get the ball, and they did hold. Very important.
All right, let's get something good start on offense.
It hit Woolridge right in the hands, and it went right into Coleman's hands.
Not the quarterback's fault, that's for sure.
No, he delivered it beautifully. So it's first down Highlands, trailing 6-0. And again, Mars got to feel that they need to be up by more than that after that start.
5 seconds ago on the play clock.
White is the sidecar, and he gets the call behind Nelson.
Boy, nice block by
Puts
Nelson,
it,
Mike.
and he gets up over the 25 to the 29-yard line. Down there for the Planets, Ben Chismar, the senior linebacker, Dvorak, and I see Remy Crofut, the junior defensive tackle.
That was a great kick-out block by Nelson, Mike.
That's a 5-yard gain. 2nd and 5 for the Rams. 7:19 left of the first quarter. It's 6-0 Mars. Saunders, the tight end to the left, and they give us to White. And White with the cut up over the 30 to the 34-yard line, and he's very close. I think he has it.
Nice job on the fake that time, Mike. Jake Maple came up from the linebacker position, and Brock Redham cut right up inside.
6 yards. It's a Highlands first down. Their first of the night.
3 carries now for Brock, 14 yards.
Coleman splits to the right. Caleb White in action for the first time this season with the highlighter yellow shoes to the left, and in his familiar slot position is Loveland. This is Saunders in motion. And the give is to White, follows Saunders. Good block by Nelson. White turns the corner up over the 45 to the 48-yard line. Oh, Nelson just leveled a man there. What a road grader he is.
We said in the pregame, Mike, he was being important on defense. He showed his value on offense that time.
14 yards, Highlands first down. Boy, you get behind Saunders and Nelson.
They're road graders, that's for sure. How did you have to throw the ball, Mike?
First down on the 48-yard line. They're going to run a pitch to White this time. Going to cut it again back through the middle and into Mars territory for the first time to the Mars 48-yard line. Chase Nesselrode, the senior defensive tackle, down there to make the tackle.
5 rushes, 32 yards now for Brock White.
So it's a 4-yard gain.
I want to mention, Mike, during the pregame, the banners across the field, Dan, the cameraman, got a nice nice shot of everybody up there. We appreciate that. I think it was nice this year they brought them down here since we weren't allowed to have fans over there, so we get to see all the seniors over there.
2nd and 8. Saunders in crabbing motion. They give us to White. And Saunders missed his man. His running around him was Ruffner. He made a running back move on Saunders, and then he was able to get White off his feet at the Mars 36-yard line. It's a gain of 2.
Ruffner impressive on defense, too, Mike. 6'1", 175.
3rd and 4.
Extra defensive back into the lineup.
White's run it 6 times. Chandler wanted to throw it twice, but he ended up running them both times because he couldn't find anybody. So here we go on a 3rd and 4 at the Mars 46.
Raphael Bartley in, defensive back.
They're going to give it to White again with a convoy. Gets to the right, but he's brought off his feet beautifully by Ruffner at the 44-yard line. It's 4th and 2. Decision time for Don Girardi.
Early for this, Mike.
I don't know. With this defense, I think I'd kick them down there. Or try to draw them offside, which they were very successful at last year. Chandler had a really good cadence that he was able to pull defenses offside, even as a freshman, and we'll see. That might be what they're up to here.
I think you're right, Mike.
Looking to the sideline. There's still 12 seconds left on the play clock.
Try to get that quick kick, possibly.
And he's done that also. Here's the snap. And they give us to White. Outside of the right. What a great play by Chismar. He got down there and took him off his feet. And White was headed places, but Chismar made a great saving tackle, and Mars will have great field position.
Like their linebacking core, Maple, Ruffner, Chismar, tough customers. Chismar, Ben Chismar. His brother Max plays at Penn State now. His father Brian also played linebacker at Penn State. I saw his dad playing high school at Swissville High School. He was a beast as a running back and played at Penn State all 4 years too. And now his brother Max is up there. So
the Rams turned the ball over. They ran it 7 times. They never tried to throw it there, and it was all Brock White, but the Planets again with great field position. And now we have whistles. What do we have? We have a delay of game penalty against the Mars Planets.
Storm out the roll.
So 5-yard penalty.
4:08 to go here.
One good way to neutralize Teddy's to get him behind the chains. That's their second penalty. The ball's at the 39-yard line. Wooldridge splits to the right. Vargo's the tight end to the left. And Ruffner is the setback. Vargo in motion, and here's the give up the middle to Ruffner. And he gets a couple of yards up to the 42-yard line.
Kerr down there along
Saunders.
Yep.
The gain is 2. Second down along 12. Clock winds, less than 4 minutes left of the first quarter. Mars leads at 6-0.
They returned the opening kick, and the extra point was blocked. It'd be great if that would come back to haunt them, Mike, huh?
Well, you can already feel that they should be ahead by more than they are. And that can sometimes come back to bite you. 2nd and 13. Ruffner in motion. And Fuller is back.
He's got a man.
Fuller is going to go deep. He's got a man down there, and it's incomplete. The closest man to it was Loveland as the pass was overthrown.
Woolridge runs down the sideline, down the middle of the field that time, Mike, and he's more concerned about getting the interference call than catching the ball.
Who would have thought in the first quarter that Mars would have thrown more passes than Highlands? It's 3rd down.
Yeah, the way Highlands threw the ball last week, 260 yards and 21 passes. Pretty balanced last week, Mike. 26 rushes, 21 passes.
So here we go. 3rd down, long 12.
Some better cover out here at number 3.
Fuller's in the shotgun, and Ruffner's the sidecar. Here's the snap.
He's trying to screen it to Ruffner.
And they are treat it to Ruffner. He's hit. He gets away for a second, but Tyrus Kerr read that and blew the screen up.
Along with Nelson helped out, but Kerr smelled that out the whole time. Like
that was a very inventive 3-yard gain. 4th and 10.
The punter is Quinn Fuller, Mike, and that is the quarterback.
Quinn Fuller, the quarterback. quarterback is back there to punt. The Highlands deep man is Elijah Coleman, standing at his 19-yard line. He's made the biggest play for Highlands in this game with that interception early on. And what do we got? We have Whistles and Mars is going to take a timeout. That'll be their first. At the 2:33 mark of the first quarter. Well, the Wireless Zone is the largest independent Verizon wireless franchise in America. Whether you're a business, big family, or just need a new device, the Wireless Zone can help. At Wireless Zone, we're dedicated to finding the right device for you, your family, your business, and your lifestyle. Our stores offer competitive prices on today's most popular smartphones and devices, accessories, and have award-winning customer service. Stop in today and see what makes Verizon the world's largest and most reliable network. Wireless Zone has 12 area locations, including 6 in the AK Valley. Rams fans, your Wireless Zone headquarters are in Natrona Heights at the Walmart Plaza or at the Pittsburgh Mills Mall next to JCPenney and across from Victoria's Secret. Or find the Wireless Zone store nearest you by visiting wirelesszone.com.
There's the Highlands fans out there, Mike. I just saw Antoine McDaniels of our middle school team, and I think we saw Jake and Jennifer Dvorak over there too. They're on the Mars side, Mike. They're to the right of the goalpost.
They gotta like what they see so far, huh? So here's Fuller to punt it. See if Scott Heinauer's got some shenanigans up his sleeve. It's a high snap, but Fuller gets it out of there. It's end over end. It's going to hit, take a big bounce, and Coleman's just going to fall on it at the 23-yard line. So that's where the Rams will start. 1st and 10 at their own 23. 2:23 left first quarter. It's 6-0 Mars.
Last week in conference, Mike, Armstrong beat Indiana 21-7. Sounds like a ground and pound game, but Armstrong's Caden Olson threw for 396 yards on 33 passes. He led the WPIL in passing. Can you believe that, Mike? That's not the Armstrong teams we're used to seeing.
Yeah.
Plum beat Greensburg Stadium 36-13. The other conference game, we know that Mars beat Hampton, and we beat Knox.
1st and 10. The Rams will go double wing this time. Chandler Timmons, a quarterback, looks for instructions. Here's the snap, and Timmons is back. Timmons is going to throw the takeoff. He's got Caleb White down there. He high points it and pulls it in at the Mars 48-yard line. Welcome back, Caleb White.
30 yards on that one, Mike?
Okay, they're going to give him 29. 1st down at the Mars 48. What a throw.
Perfect. And again, Caleb went up and high pointed at, just returning the action by keeping out last week with a foot injury. Cleared to play tonight.
Obviously, those shoes healed that. Timmons is back again. Now he's going to roll to the right. Gets out of there. Going to keep it. 45. He's tough to bring down. He's still on his feet, and he's inside the 40 and might have a 1st down at the 37-yard line. He is tough to get off his feet.
They thought he was going to go out of bounds by a couple defenders, but he didn't do it, and you're right. He's right near the 1st down marker. Let's see where they mark it here.
1st down.
Yeah, they're going to measure. 1st down, 10. Highlands starting to open up this offense a little now, Mike. Again, trailing here 6-0. Opening kick returned by touchdown Teddy Ruffner.
But their offense hasn't gotten going, Marsh. Not at all. I think Chandler is looking over. I thought he might want to call time, but they have lots of time on the play clock, so they're good to go. 1st down at the Mars 38.
When are we going to sneak him out?
Timmons back. Timmons gets away. Rolling left. Looking, and he throws it to the popcorn vendor. Loveland caught it over there. And as if anybody was actually selling anything in this year of COVID.
I just heard 50-50, Mike.
Oh, that's good.
It's going to be worth $12.
Well, you know what? That'd be good for some takeout at the Anchor Inn. How's that sound?
Some other interesting scores in 4A, Mike, last week. Bell Vernon beat McKeesport 20-0. McKeesport went down to from 5A to 4A this year.
McKeesport got a lot of free stuff on the Today Show today.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't watch it myself, but someone I know told me. Here is White trying to get to the left.
Marker.
Turns it with a marker down. Boy, he did a nice cut there and got it to the 30, but there's a flag now behind the play, and this is probably going to go against the Rams. They have Dom Girardi with hands on hips on the Highlands sideline, and there's the call by Joe Kulik.
So no gain on that play.
They're asking if they want it. I think Scott wants this one.
By the way, other surprise, Mike, Aliquippa, 44, Newcastle 28. Newcastle, one of the better teams in 4A. Aliquippa coming up to 4A this year.
Yeah, as they were made to.
And then there was another big upset, Mike. Montour, ranked number 4, lost to Char Valley. It's one thing to lose. They lost 34-7. Ouch.
Okay, 2nd and 20. Do we have some sort of a middle screen for Jeremiah Saunders? This might be the time for it. Get some of those yards back. Trips to the right this time.
Remember Voico years ago, Mike?
And they're going to try it to Loveland. Loveland makes the first man miss and leans ahead. Holding on for dear life was Raphael Bartley, the sophomore, number 5. And it's a short gain to Loveland to the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 2.
He was holding on for dear life, Mike, and he made the tackle.
That penalty really hurts.
Yeah.
3rd down and 18 now.
We talked about pregame, how important penalties and special teams were so far. That's the difference in this game.
It sure is. 3rd and 18. Play clock at 15. They're good there as Chandler looks to the sidelines.
I'll be honest, on a kick return, go back and watch it. I don't think Ruffner got touched.
He's faster than you think for a big fella. Timmons is back. He's going to throw it deep. Signorella's down there, but the pass is overthrown. Signorella was covered by Jake Woolridge, the senior, and it's 4th down. I think the Rams will have to punt this.
I think you're right with 24 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
4th down. And this is going to be one of these. This is going to be a slobber knocker.
Yeah. Like you said, that one big play.
Jake Wooldridge and Evan Thompson are the deep man.
And with only 7 games, Mike, you got to make every game count.
Yeah, that's right. And every game's a conference game.
Teddy Ruffner is quoted in the Butler Eagle saying, "We have 7 winnable games." That's confidence.
Here's the snap, and White's going to run it. He's just taking off. 45 to the 41-yard line. Was that called or not?
I don't know. Sometimes you give him the option, but
yeah, that
option was not there when you're down. It's third and 6, I go for it. 3rd and 16, I don't.
That may have been decided on by the player.
Yeah, I mean, we gave him extra.
And that gives, and you got a chance to punt him deep, and now they have great field position at the 42-yard line. We'll have to find out about that one in the week ahead.
And the other thing is, last time Mars touched the ball at the 3-yard line, and they took it back 97. So maybe this is part of the strategy. How's that?
Boy, had a chance to get some field position there, too. Here's Ruffner, and there Kerr's waiting for him. Ruffner gets a couple out to the 44-yard line, and what's going to be the last play of the first quarter.
Kerr and Signorella in on that stop.
Ruffner now 23 yards on 5 carries. I told you about that defense. That's the end of the first quarter with the score. Mars 6 and Highlands nothing.
If it weren't for that opening kickoff, Mike, it would be right here. Joe Lucchino and his son Joseph proudly welcome Lucchino Insurance and Financial Group. Serving the AK Valley for decades, Lucchinos are a broad-based financial advisory firm with a wide range of opportunities for both you and your business. While most of you are trying to navigate the new normal, now more than ever, we have to realize the importance of family and trying to protect them. September is Life Insurance Awareness Month. That would be a great time to make sure your policies are still doing the job they were intended to do. Stop by Lucchinos for a free insurance review today. They're located at 2318 Freeport Road next to Donut Connection, or call today at 724-224-8908 or 724-905-7583. Why wait? Let the Lucchino Insurance and Financial Group put you on the road to financial stability today.
You see our fans outside the fence. We have some in. Select parents got tickets, and
everybody else is out. Mike, one thing about insurance today, too, it's an investment. People don't realize. You look at the insurance investment returns, they're 4%. Nobody's paying 4% now.
2nd and 8 Mars at their own 44. They lead 6-0. They're going to run a screen out here, and Woolridge caught it, but gets no gain as he falls down to the turf as Brock White came flying through there. It'll make it 3rd and 8.
In the old days, an insurance guy came to your house and said insurance is an investment, and you threw him out.
Right.
Because it wasn't. It was protection. But now, with the rates the way they are, trust me, it's a great investment within the policy. So go see Jones. They always know. I'm a client.
3rd down now.
Kenny's a client now, too.
See, there you go.
Rolled that 401k right over.
3rd down and 8 to go. They split Woolridge up to the top of the screen. Ruffner the sidecar. And Fuller is back, and he fires it, and it's too tall for his intended receiver. Tried to get it to Chismar. Chismar was covered that time by Kyron Long. The pass is incomplete, and it's 4th down.
Well, Mike, they haven't done anything on offense. That's sure so far.
And I know one person here that's not surprised. 4th down.
This week in conference, Mike, we have Hampton at Armstrong, the Air Attack. Air Armstrong, how you like that? Indiana at Plum, and Knock is at Greensburg, Salem.
They have 7 carries and 26 yards so far.
We got to get on track ourselves, huh?
Coleman is a deep man, standing back at the 20. Fuller's the punter. Good snap, and Fuller bangs it. It's going to hit, take a Mars bounce, sideways bounce. Coleman's going to pick it up
and go backward.
Why?
If you're going to pick it up and go forward, I'm all for it. If you're going to pick it up and go backwards.
And if you're going to pick it up, try to pick it up sooner. That's the other thing. So Highlands will get it, but again, Mars has had all the field position in their ledger so far this evening, as the Rams will start at the 13-yard line with 10:58 left of the first half, and it's 6-0 Planets on the opening kickoff return of 93 yards by touchdown Teddy Ruffner.
Untouched Teddy Ruffner.
Yes. I saw some video of him this week where he wasn't touchdown Teddy Ruffner. He was grand slam Teddy Ruffner.
Yeah, he's a great baseball player.
He's a great catcher, and that might be his future. First down for Highlands with the long field. Saunders in motion. And the Rams let the play clock run out.
Wow.
Did they get the timeout first is the question. I think Dom Girardi did. Mm-hmm. Dom right on top of that. That's a timeout for Highlands. They're first. At 10:58 left of the first half. You wanted to say something here.
Yeah, we got a big happy birthday going on. Eddie Tiorski.
Oh, how about that?
Eddie T, 53. How do you like that? Who would believe it, huh? He called me, what time are you picking me up for the game? I said, I'm not telling you this, Ed. You're not coming. So poor Eddie. Thought he was going to make the trip, but again, happy birthday, Ed. Hang in there, brother. We'll get you to the game soon.
Well, Elijah Coleman is on the training table down in front of us getting his right ankle looked at.
And Mike, also shout out to Colton Haggerty. He wants to come to the game tonight too, Mike. He's 7 years old. How do you tell a 7-year-old, explain it to him why you can't come to a game?
Tell him to call Harrisburg.
Well, the governor said today.
Well, and frankly, now it isn't his decision any longer because the courts have ruled that he can't make that decision anymore, and so now it is what it is. So,
well, I like what we did today, Mike. We did what Knock did. They brought the band in early. They did their halftime show, played the national anthem, and then our limited number of parents were allowed in. We'll talk about pods when we get a chance. How's that?
First down for the Rams at their 13-yard line. And the give is to White. And White with a hole. He's up over the 20, the 25, and he's got a first down. Now, they've been running the ball very successfully, the Rams, here tonight.
Brock already 10 carries for 54 yards.
That's a 12-yard gain.
A lot of schools, Mike, are just saying, okay, we're going to pod 250 on the field, 250 on the visitors, 250 on home, and it's all interpretation.
And I've seen some schools that are saying, we're selling tickets, come on.
Yeah.
Because you can.
Butler's doing it, and
because you can.
City, yeah.
Until a different court rules something differently, there's where we're at. Timmons throws it. He's got Loveland. He's open. Loveland is brought down.
Late penalty mark.
Ruffner got him. Yeah, the flag is down way back at the 26. We saw a couple of these last week. An eligible man downfield is against the Highlands Rams. So, obviously, Scott Heinauer will take this one. Not a loss of down.
Yeah. How much? 10? 5?
Second penalty against the Rams.
And I thought, Mike, that might have been Kyron Long because he had that who-me look on his face.
1st and 15. The last time they did that and had a long first down, and they ended up having to give the ball up. 1st and 15 back at the 20-yard line. The clock winds to 10 minutes of the first half, and Mars leads it 6-0. Now they're going to get in trouble with the play clock if they don't hurry. It's down to 5.
You got to go fast.
And Timmons.
He did.
Going to run a pitch to the near side to White.
White
cuts it and gets away from a man. White turns a corner. 30, and a marker down. And another marker down.
2 markers.
And White's all the way to the 48-yard line, but it's not going to matter.
Oh, Michael. Look at it.
There is laundry on the field.
He'll get the 5 to the first penalty marker, right?
Well, the first penalty marker, is at the 26, so he'll get 6 yards. Let's see what Joe Kulik has for us. And it's on Drake Burford. Because we can hear Joe. Very well. So that's a 10-yard penalty.
From the point of the foul, though, right?
Right. So Brock gets those 6 yards. It's the high school ruling on that. George Guido taught me that a long time ago. So the ball's back at the 17-yard line. It's 1st and 18.
11 rushes now for 60 yards.
Receivers all over the place. And they're going to run a slant to Loveland. He's on his way. He's at the 30, the 35, the 40. He's got a first down as Ruffner brings him down at the 43-yard line. Oh, what a beautiful timing play. Are there any flags out there?
Yeah,
there are so many yellow shoes, it's difficult to know, but first down Rams.
Check that first. 26 on that, Mike?
That's the 5th first down. That goes from the 17 to the 43. Yes, sir.
That's now 57 yards. 3 of 6 for Chandler. First on Highlands.
I don't think that will happen all year.
28 yards on 2 catches for DJ Loveland. He caught 4 last week. And they give us to White. He dances to the left, up over the 50. And Brock White has the ball into Mars territory at the 48-yard line as Chismar, the law firm of Chismar and Ruffner, and they've been in on a lot of them tonight.
Yep.
Team up to make the stop, but I think it might be enough for a first down. Let's see. It is first down Highlands. That's 6 Highlands first downs tonight. Mars only has 1.
How about that? But they have the big 6.
They have the big 6, exactly.
70 yards now on 12 carries for Brock. Bull Rams going to attack. 8:21 to go here. They will get the ball to start the second half.
Saunders goes in motion, and now we have more penalty markers.
What?
False start on Highlands.
Who?
That's 3 for 20 for the Rams now, I think.
I got 4 for 30.
That's right. I missed the last one. Didn't mark it down. Didn't mark the block in the back. So that puts it back in Highlands territory at the 48.
That's
1st and 15.
Yeah. Now we're going to have a timeout on top of it.
Highlands will take a timeout at 8:06 left of the first half, and the Mars Planets, on the strength of a Teddy Ruffner 93-yard kickoff return, the opening kickoff, lead it 6-0.
This is a chance to talk about Ron Gillette Towing and Services, a registered contractor service certified in Pennsylvania State Inspections and Emissions. Got my car inspected there in November. We'll be doing it again. Call Gillette's today for all your towing, paving, excavating, hauling, demolition, and dare I say, snow removal.
Hey, it's coming.
Planning cleanup, rent a 10-yard curb box, 1 call, and you can dump it all. A lot of people are doing that, Mike.
Yes,
cleaning
sir.
everything out with the time they have on their hands.
We had a basement flood once upon a time and needed to get one of those.
Gillette Towing is fully insured, bonded, certified, and owns all their own equipment. And Gillette's are proud to enjoy an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. Call Gillette at 724-226-1222. Phones answer 24/7. 24/7, 365 for emergency service. And as always, it's person to person. Find them on the web at RonGilletteInc.com or on Facebook, Ron Gillette Inc. Towing and more. Ron Gillette Towing and Service, the AK leader since 1955.
Hey, Coach Girardi corrected me on something last week. Logan Christ did have a rushing touchdown. Let's get this right.
Yeah, let's go.
4 receiving touchdowns, 3 kickoff returns for touchdowns, 2 interception return touchdowns, a punt return, a fumble return, a free kick return, and a rushing touchdown. He scored touchdowns 7 different ways and had 13 for his career. Here's the give to White. And White, boy, you can hear those pads are popping. We had a man lose a helmet, and that was Chase Nesselrode. The pads are popping, ladies. And with fewer people, you can hear more.
You sure can. 7 yards on that one.
So at the 46-yard line.
It's the old-fashioned slobber knocker, Mike.
And that is a 4 and 4 is 8-yard gain. 2nd and 7. And White again. White spins and turns inside the 35. He's going to have a first down at the 34-yard line as Quinn Fuller, the safety man, got him off his feet. It's an 11-yard pickup and another Highlands first down.
He's looking for people to hit, Mike. Now he's at 89 yards on 14 carries. Here we go, first down. Highlands in Mars territory.
White is hit this time. Big 65 was the man that was in there. Jordan Moser, the senior defensive end, got him off his feet after a gain of about a yard.
Mike, Chandler Timmons was 7th in the WPL in passing last week with those 260 yards. He was nominated for Pennsylvania Player of the Week in Week 1. But he's only thrown the ball 5 times here tonight so far.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. The clock winds to 6:40 left of the first half. It's 6-0 Planets. Coleman is back in there. He's to the left. You have White and Loveland to the right. Saunders the motion man. And the give is to Brock White.
He waited too long.
And he spins and turns and gets through there and gets inside the 30-yard line as Chismar got him down as he got right to the 30. It's a 4-yard gain, and it brings up a big 3rd down and 5.
Big and deep. Like, the Birdie at Highlands 21-14, but Legal had a 28-23 Mars, so split decision here, and we're not letting the scoreboard up though.
Brock White's carried it 15 times already, but as Jim Brown once said, it's not heavy.
Oh, it's a big one right here. I think we are in 4-down territory.
3rd and 5. I think you're right. Here's Chandler Timmons back. He's looking. He's going to throw it deep. He's got a man down there, and it's off the fingertips of DJ Loveland. It was there, but DJ was losing his balance as he kind of went for the football and couldn't haul it in.
Look at Brock White on the flat, Mike.
Yep.
Yeah, you missed him. He was.
So now it's 4th and 5, and can Mars escape again?
Well, let's run the same play and throw it to Brock this time. How's that sound? Yeah, he slipped out of the backfield unaccounted for. Run it again. This time throw it to Brock. Watch how that one side just clears out.
Quarterback draw, bust wide open. Timmons back. He looks, he fires, and it's caught down at the turf at the 17-yard line as pulling it in is Coleman. Nope, I'm sorry, it's Caleb White, and it's first down Highlands. 2, not 3. And the Rams make that 4th down. They were 1 for 1 a week ago.
12 yards.
And they missed one earlier when Brock just ran it. 13 yards. And to give us to White. Tries to get outside to the right. Tries to turn in the corner. Lost the football. And I think the Planets have it, and they do at the 13-yard line. Coming down with it for Mars is Jordan Moser. Oh, man, and there are those turnovers.
hate to say it, Mike, but was our pregame talk about it. Special teams, Mars scored a touchdown. Penalties, we've committed 30 yards, and Cartersville's a few times. They've had 10. Turnovers now 1-1.
And Brock had trouble with those a year ago, and the Rams on the 11th play of that drive. It's been really all Highlands here in this first half, and Mars leads at 6-0.
Unbelievable.
Well, this is the first time that Mars has been kind of backed up.
Nothing.
And this time there's nothing at all as Fuller is brought down, it's Vargo. The wing back is brought down by Nelson. First time he's tried it tonight. And that's a loss on the play. Way back inside the 10.
Well, we talked about Jeremiah in the pregame. He'd be a key. That time he busted through there and caught the misdirection.
2nd and 15. 4:40 left.
Mars comes in second ranked in 4A, right behind TJ, Mike, and Golden Rams give them everything they needed so far.
How about a turnover of our own, guys?
Yeah.
Fuller, the quarterback. Long count. Going to run a toss, and here comes Ruffner to the boundary. The Rams have him pinned in. Ruffner gets good yardage, though. Oh, he's a bull. He gets all the way out to the 19-yard line, but it'll be 3rd down.
Nelson out there with Coleman. I thought I might have saw a block in the back there, Mike. They didn't call it, yeah.
So it's 3rd down and about 5. Mars on the 20. 4:20 left. Clock stopped on the out-of-bounds play, first half. Highlands used, I believe, 2 timeouts, if I have that correct.
Nice to get the ball back before the half, Mike, because then you get a 2 for we get the ball to start the second half.
Ball's on the 19-yard line.
Big 3rd down.
Rams show blitz. Fuller is back. He's in trouble. Fuller is hit. Down he goes. First man to him was Roman. Second man to him was Drake Burford.
We'll split that sack. First time we said Joaquin's name tonight, but it was a big sack.
So the Rams defense just continues to be very stout here in this first half.
Well, you predicted that, Mike. One thing we couldn't predict was returning the opening kick. We need good field position here.
4th and 14 at 3:49. Elijah Coleman standing at the 44. Fuller, it's a low snap, but he gets it out of there. It's a high kick. Coleman over to get it, and he has some room at the 45. First man misses, and here he goes. 35. Coleman to the 30, and the Rams will have great field position at the 29-yard line.
All right, Mike.
He wants a face mask, but there was no call. Down there for the Planets was 35, and that was Jake Maple to make the tackle, the freshman linebacker.
All right, let's kick this thing in here, Mike. Get it in. Get the score we asked for before the half.
3:28 left. And the Rams start on the Planets 29. Trips right. Coleman, White, and Loveland. Brock White's the sidecar, and Chandler Timmons gets instructions. Signorella splits to the left.
Now what?
And now Scott Heinauer wants a timeout at 3:28 left of the first half. And while we do, Dean, we have some sad news to pass along. Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg has passed away at age 87. She battled cancer for, I think, 20 years and did it like a champ. She's one of the great ladies.
Kate McKinnon used to do a great Ginsburg.
Exactly, but
that's a shame.
So Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg has passed away at age 87. So that'll be certainly some discussion will go on about that. But she served for a very, very long time on the court and was a little lady with a lot of spunk.
Back to football, Mike. Kiski's back in action tonight. They're at Connellsville. They missed their first game because a kid came down with COVID. And I haven't finished the top 5 in 4A. Thomas Jefferson, Mars, we mentioned. Aliquippa moved right into the number 3 spot. Bell Vernon 4. Blackhawk remains 5. And why did Aliquippa and Bell Vernon get in? Well, Aliquippa beat Newcastle, and Bell Vernon beat McKeesport, and Montour got killed by Char Valley. So there's your top 5. All right. What did Scott see that we didn't see, Mike?
Now they have all 11 out. out there now. That could have always been that. 1st and 10. Timmons is back in. Nice pocket.
Open.
He's going to fire it deep. He's got Loveland down there, and it's knocked away as the ball hung up a little bit, and getting back there for the Planets was Evan Thompson to knock it away.
Like they're not accounting for Brock White at all. Yeah, he's sneaking out of the backfield every time. Yeah. Well, that makes him 4 for 8 now for 80 yards. 2nd and 10, 3:21 to go here in the second quarter. Been an exciting game, Mike.
Very good football game for week 2, which I said I'm dressed all warmly for week 2, but really it would be week 4. So
back in the day, this was our second scrimmage, if you remember.
Here's the give to White, and Brock barrels his way through a hole and gets down to the 25-yard line as Chismar put the clamps on him. And also down there for the Planets was Chris Dvorak, the junior defensive end. It'll be 3rd down for Highlands at the Mars 25, 3rd and 6.
Chris's dad, Jake, has a hashtag today. It says Highlands grad, Mars dad.
I got Brock at 92 yards already.
I got 98.
And he's outshining Ruffner here. Timmons throws it incomplete. Oh, it was great coverage, though, as Coleman was covered by Wooldridge. And it's 4th down.
They're going to have to go
5. They're going to have to go for it. Oh, the Rams have had some chances down here, and they have been unable to push it in, but neither offense has. The only score was the opening kickoff.
Question is, why is Mars wearing purple socks? They also have number 16 on their helmets. They have Colin Vanderberg.
Maybe they're just
is battling Hodgkin's lymphoma, Mike.
Ah, there you go.
And the purple socks are a way to honor him, and
that's very nice.
His fight against Hodgkin's lymphoma. I saw him, Mike. He's on the sidelines tonight. So,
okay.
He is part of the team here tonight, and they are honoring him.
Well, the Rams take a timeout on this huge 4th and 5 with 2:41 left of the first half. Well, if you've been putting off that much-needed work around the house, why not let the pros at Beanie Home Renovations help you kick off football season with a new kitchen, bathroom, game room, or addition to make your home a winner. With over 100 years of combined experience, owner Brian E. and his team of professionals at Beanie Home Renovations guarantee that your job will be completed on time exactly the way you want it. And rest assured that Brian and his staff are now working 12-hour days to combat any delays brought about by COVID-19. As always, customer service is their top priority. Give Brian a call today at 724-351-3172 for a free estimate, or visit their Facebook page, Beanie Home Renovations, where the bee is always busy.
And Mike, he practices what he preaches. He lives right over the hill here, and he's put these beautiful retaining walls all around his house. I walk the dog by there every day, and it's Taj Mahal, as they would call it. Now, nice job, Brian. It's for great advertising, too. He has a truck out there every day working on it.
4th down.
This is it.
Long 5. Receivers all over the field. Well, if they could find Brock White clear on one of those little swing things that he's been open on.
Oh, he's protected.
And Timmons is in big trouble. They sent the Czar's Army, and they bring him down back at the 33-yard line. Chismar was there, and so was 35, Maple. Timmons is sacked, and the Rams turn it over on downs.
Tough break. That's really the first time they got to him tonight, right?
It is the first time. So 2:36 left of the first half, and Mars leads it 6-0.
Good news, Highlands will get the ball to start the second half, but they have to hold here.
Yeah, this is a very important stand for the Highlands defense. Mars hasn't been able to do much, but Ruffner's a home run hitter. He can just one run, and you saw it on that kickoff. And here he goes.
Battling.
But the Rams are there as
the gang
he gets up to the 38-yard line for 5 yards.
Kerr and Nelson on the stop. Nelson must have known. Going to talk about it in their pregame, Mike. He leads us with 5 tackles.
Mars total, 9 carries, 24 yards.
Hold him in check here the last 2 minutes.
2nd and 5. The clock winds under 2 minutes, first half.
Klilwall now in there, big number 88.
Rams show blitz. And they're going to run a toss to the boundary, and this is Ruffner with some room. He's got a first down as he's pushed out of bounds at the 47-yard line. They're going to say the 45 is where he stepped out, but that's a first down.
It also stops the clock. Nelson again on the tackle.
That's only the second first down for Mars here in this first half.
Yeah, we look at the stats at halftime, Mike. It's going to look Highlands should be ahead. Yeah?
Yep. But the thing you have to be careful of is to not let them off the hook and not let them score here.
That's true.
1:46 left. Wooldridge to the right. He's the only receiver. Double wing and Ruffner dots the I. This is Vargo in motion. And Fuller going to run a wraparound draw to Ruffner, but the Rams are waiting for him. Oh, what a great play by Signorella. Signorella came in, he stayed at home, and he forced that play inside, and Ruffner was unable to make any ground up. He only got a yard.
Kerr and Roman cleaned it up, but you're right. Great play by Sig to stay home there.
I think both teams are probably going to be content to let this half run out. Mars is to feel fortunate that they're leading. And the Rams got to feel they played well.
Oh, great. Just put the ball in the end zone.
When you're a young team like Highlands that's trying to be an up-and-comer, these are sometimes the mountains you got to climb to get there.
And you're battling a number 2 team in full.
They're going to run a double reverse. This is Woolridge to the left.
Stay home.
Woolridge gets inside Burford, turns the corner, and gets down to the 37-yard. Burford was being held out there, and they didn't throw a flag.
The late flag.
Now there's a flag down. They're probably going to get Highlands for something. Burford was being held on that play, and that's a real big play for Mars.
Burford and Signorella made the stop with the flag about it.
If that's on Highlands, it's really going to hurt. Let's see what Joe Kulik has to say. Yeesh.
Why?
That really hurts.
Yeah, Mike, if they have a field goal kicker, we could be in trouble.
No, they do have a field goal kicker. So the gain was 15 on the run.
Eli Wright.
And plus the 15 on the penalty. It's 30 yards to the Highlands 22. And at 9-0, it looks a whole lot different than 6-0 if they can get there. I mean, a whole lot different.
Yeah, Mike, it's just killing us. 5 penalties, 45 yards.
And now we have whistles and flags, and now they're going to, what's the call here?
They were going to
offside against Highlands. And the Rams are just unraveling here.
50 yards.
So now it's 1st and 5 at the 17, 51 seconds to go. I'll tell you what, this reminds me a little bit of the knock game here last year. If Mars scores here, the Rams are going to be in big trouble. Just the psychological thing going into the locker room. And the thing was, on that reverse, it ended up being a 30-yard play, 15 on the run and 15 on the penalty. Burford was held on it.
Yeah, I thought it was there. Too many men on the field were getting word.
Fuller is back, rolls right, looking, throws it, intercepted! Here comes a Ram on the football! It's Brock White down the sideline, and they're going to go holding against Highlands.
If he could have cut it up inside.
Well, there's a flag anyway, but the Rams got the ball back.
Where?
There's a flag down at the 39-yard line. They're going to call Joaquin Roman for holding. But so it'll come back, but the Rams got the ball, and that's the most important thing. Great play by Brock White to intercept that pass.
All right, Mike. Now we
there you hear it.
With it.
From Joe Kulik, it was Joaquin who was doing the holding out there, and he did have the habeas grabus on a much smaller Mars player. So the Rams will start at the 29-yard line.
Brock cuts it inside, Mike. You know we got something going there. Let me ask you a question. Do you throw the ball here?
I get out of here.
I throw it.
I do not throw it. I get out of here. I hand the ball off and get into the locker room, and we'll regroup. First down, Highlands at the 29.
Well, that's where you're wrong, buddy. They aren't going in the locker room.
Oh, that's right. Euphemistically. Does that mean I have to go to the bathroom up here?
No. He's going to pass it.
Timmons is going to run it now. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds at the 36-yard line. He got a good gain on that. 7 yards.
4 for 14 for Chandler.
2nd and 4.
80 yards through the air.
34 seconds left of the first half. The home opener at Golden Rams Stadium. It's been a while since we won a home opener, Dean. Haven't won one. Lost 3 in a row since 2016 when we beat Ambridge.
Going deep.
Timmons is back, and he fires at it, and it's dropped by White. He was crossing the middle. The pass was right on his numbers, but he couldn't hold on. 3rd down and 4. 3. 29 seconds left. Now you wonder if they just want to run a draw play and make sure they want some time.
Yeah, you don't have to give them the ball back. They have their only touchdown on special teams. Kick return, opening kick return for the touchdown. You're just joining us.
And that's been it.
Yep.
And there is the draw play to give us to White. They got him. He spins away, and he's on his way.
Look at that.
With a big head of steam, and has the first down up to the 46-yard line.
That was Teddy Ruffner, too, Mike. Tough customer. Brock now.
And now we have a player down, and let's see who that is.
108 yards now for Brock White. In the first half, 18 carries, 108.
And that was a 10-yard gain for him. Let's take a quick timeout while we have the injured player. Highlands trailing at 6-0. We'll take a timeout and be back right after this. Dean, the injured player was Chase Nesselrode, but he's off the field.
He's
so
not
here are
even
the
off
Rams.
yet, Mike. Look, he's not even off the field. They're
He's
gonna
barely getting off, yeah. The ball's at the 46 now for Highlands. 1st down and 10. Timmons back.
He's gonna go. Look,
He looks.
Let's see how
He's
far
going
he
to
can
fire
throw
it
it.
deep.
He's got a
Got a
man.
man down there, and it's incomplete. They were holding up Caleb White down there as Anthony Vargo made sure he didn't get to that ball. 2nd and 10.
Let's air it out again, Mike.
R-W-D-I-E, that's the way we spell rowdy, rowdy. Let's get rowdy. R-W-D-I-E, that's the way we spell rowdy, rowdy. Let's get rowdy.
On the road next week, we're at Hampton.
2nd and 10.
We'll be there, by the way.
We will be there. We have clearance. We're in. Thanks to Bill Cardone. Timmons guns it. White can't hold on. He had a head of steam and lost the handle at the 25-yard line as he ran into Raphael Bartley.
They're breaking free, Mike, but again, got to corral the ball.
8 seconds left.
Get open. Step 2, catch it. We're getting step 1.
That's for sure. What do you have Chandler now throwing?
Chandler, I have 4 for 12.
Okay.
80 yards.
And a bushel full of drops.
Yeah. 8 seconds to go, 3rd down. So
Coleman and White to the right. Loveland and Signorella to the left. 8 seconds left. Timmons back. He's in trouble.
yeah, DeVore
Timmons goes down at the 46-yard line.
flushed him out of the pocket.
And did Mars call time? No gain on the play.
Watch the clock running.
I want to clear in the clock, and that's it.
Lions been called timeout, that's fine.
That's the end of the first half here at Golden Rams Stadium. At Highlands with the score, the Mars Planet 6 and the Highlands Golden Rams nothing. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with stats and more right after.